was not balanced at all. But I mean, hey, if it's working out for you, that's awesome.
Yeah. For reference, I think one of the fights where there were like 3 super mutants, I killed all 3 of them. I would have killed 4 if there was another one.
Yep.
By the way, to clarify, in a single turn.
Yeah,
In a single I think it was a single action. That's a pretty much.
Yeah, there was 2 actions.
Technically multiple actions because he did have like his special feature.
Yeah. Either
You
way,
can always take 2 actions. My 2 actions were just better.
yeah, he just had very good actions. But yeah, overall,
He was
very
starting
good.
early, so most of the time there weren't any enemies for us to kill after.
Yeah.
Because I
Very
was
fun,
doing
very
melee, so in the time that it took for me to get to the enemies, they were already shot dead.
I remember the first combat as like you know what? I'm not going to end this fight in the first turn of combat. I will let other people do things.
Alright. Last time you had traveled to the planet of Bespin in the search of Darka the Hutt. You had potentially found his ship, but you also got a threatening message that was seemingly a misunderstanding by a group of Ungonauts who told you that they might know where this Darker the Hutt's ship is, but they would like a little bit of cooperation with you and tasked you finding some other Ungonauts that were bought and paid by the Hutt. We return to the world in that scene, or the aftermaths of that scene, where you had just defeated these evil Ungonauts.
And left one alive.
Well, what's the payment for taking a bribe? Death, apparently.
Death, yeah. They fucked around and they found out.
I don't remember. Are we sure they were doing this illegally?
To be fair,
I mean,
in character, they were just kind of minding their business down here, just minding the gas when you just came in, threatened them.
They
fired first, not our fault.
Immediately, they weren't immediately hostile to us until we became hostile to them. So those. It would be a very awkward if those were just doing their job.
Well, they didn't negotiate with us. Too bad for them. They also have many OSHA violations with all these pipes flowing out that shoot people if they're in the way of them.
It was only gas, trust me, bro.
Hey, if anyone asks, we were just there to kill Minox.
They just got in the way.
Yeah.
What are the corpses over there? Oh, where were you? Already have shoved them into like exhaust ports or something.
We just put them in front of the pipes so they burn.
Or toss them into the refinery over there. Just like...
Unfortunate accident.
Oh yeah, they
them fell in, the other ones tried to help them.
Iron ingots made of human blood.
Ugnaught blood.
Ugnaught, yes. Thank you.
That's when you know it's quality.
That's cool. I remember looking it up. You can technically make a sword out of human blood. I remember there's a number though.
Alright.
Yeah, if you're pulling the iron out of human blood, it would be an insane number of bodies.
You have dealt with them, you can return safely to Fyron and Greg to complete the transaction.
Let's keep our newly acquired guest under stun cuffs.
Since you spared single one of them at least, Fyron and Greg are extremely pleased by that fact. And thank you
So we did
for
catch the right
helping
one.
restore some of the reputation of their people had lost. Regardless,
We're hoping we can rely on them to handle the parliament of the guilds and all, right? We don't need to actually show our face at the guilds, right?
yes, don't worry. We shall handle the rest of this mess for you. Now, to the matter of hand that you asked previously. The hut has been taking the Tibana gas siphoned from Vic and Associates and selling it to the Empire. The transactions usually are discreet, and we have been unable to learn what Darko gets exactly out of this deal. However, we do know that the next transaction will take during the Cloud City Sabak tournament. I highly suggest that if you're curious about this deal, you might want to visit Yerith Bespin, the finest hotel here in Bespin. Or at least one of the finest. Or the Royal Casino, where this year's tournament is being held. Though the Empire rarely makes itself known here in Cloud City, so many strangers have arrived in the last few days that almost anyone, including Imperial agents, could be involved in this tournament. That's what we know about that.
No location for the next transaction?
Yes, the highest chances is probably the hotel or the Royal Casino, like I said. We have narrowed it down to those two.
Oh, gambling!
Which should be a lot of help considering there is many locations.
Now, I don't know that you guys would have a particular guess about this, but we would be wondering what it would take to actually get a seat at the table in the tournament without the 10,000 credit buy-in. Is there any way that you can think of that we could get a seat in the tournament?
Let me think for a moment. I'll rummage through some of my papers. This is gonna take us a minute or two.
Sound of paper rustling.
I just learned my ability, the level 18 variant, gives me a perk that does nothing. Because my ability costs nothing to use. It's just if I'm concentrating on a ally, I can give it to them, right? But at level 18, I gain a reaction that can only be used for the ability. But there's no mention of a reaction in the ability. It doesn't cost a reaction to use. So it does nothing.
Listen, they
For
were
level
running out of
18.
things to give you.
They were. It's like, to be fair, this entire path, the last three abilities are all basically the same but slightly better. The only good one is level 7, which is whenever you make a Constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration on a force power, you can treat a D20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. So you just can't fail concentration saving throws.
Unless it's a fuck ton of damage.
Unless they do a fuck ton of damage. which is like, all right, that's really good. And then the next one's also good. Additionally, once per round, when a creature rolls a bonus or penalty from an effect you control, you can have them roll the die with advantage or disadvantage, your choice. That's also good. But it's like, those are the secondary effects. The main one just lets me cast a spell once per long rest.
Oh, well, I mean, level 18 is kind of like, Marvel level superhero at that point, ain't you?
Yeah. That's when you expect to be like super strong, but instead the bonus is almost nothing. I'm pretty sure it quite literally does nothing, because my ability doesn't cost a reaction.
Listen, by level 18, the bonus is the friends we made along the way.
It kind of is for me. It really is.
Which path is it?
Path of meditation. Couldn't read for a second.
Tell you what, there's not really that many ways to avoid the fever I have here in the papers. Not at least any legitimate means. I mean, there are a few, how do we say, shady ways to get in.
Yippee!
That sounds like exactly Art's style.
Now, let's say you went into this hotel, for example, that I brought up. That is known to have many nobles and business swords, and if they're doing any dealings with Imperial agents, well, since you're going there to investigate anyway, I can't even believe that I'm suggesting this, but if you manage to sneak in one of these agents' rooms, or potential agents, who says that a few items of interest might not go missing?
Even still, and taking what's not ours!
And, better yet, if they have a keycard already to this tournament, hey, that's your benefit, right?
Mister, do the vents have any cameras?
Well, of course they should, but if you have anybody with computer knowledge, I'm
Wink,
sure
wink.
you could, with a proper distraction, distract one of the hotel clerks or guards. Or heck, just go to the floor and disable the cameras the old-fashioned way. Pull the wire out.
What we really need is a genius from the bureaucratic office of U-357.
Now, if that's not really your forte, this is a little bit of a silly story, but there was this one guy, like 20 years ago. He got the finest clothing, and he just went into this tournament, and he was all like, do you have any idea who I am? I'm worth more than any of you. And somehow, that just worked. He got in for free. Now later on he was caught, but that is also a possibility.
The goddamn noble brat approach.
Well, I like these options. Well, that's, I think, what we needed to know. If you guys, do you need this data pad that we took off of the conspirators?
We would like to at least copy the files.
Yeah, let's do that. We don't want to be incriminated. You can copy the files and keep them.
Yeah, I don't
We'll
imagine
delete
that takes more than, like, in the Star Wars universe, that's probably gonna take like a second.
That's narratively erasing our tracks.
Aside from the blood that we didn't mop up.
What?
Well, that's what Minox are good for. That's what Minox are good for.
Ah. Just on a little note, their gas will clean it up.
Awkward, but You know, it's a tough life, you Ugnaughts leave. It's a very tough life.
Now, of course, the hotel will be guarded since that is prepared for the tournament, but I'm sure you might be able to find a way if you take that path. Now, other than that, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess you could always earn the money, but that's gonna be a long time that you're gonna be working.
Do you have a local circus?
I'm sure we do, but I don't think you'll earn quite that much money. Unless you're comfortable spending, I don't know, the next 10 years working.
Just like on a little note, I think the hotel's a good route.
It's a good place to start. When does the tournament start?
I should be starting any day now, honestly. As long as you get this key card or the funds to get in, you should be able to enter just fine.
All right. Well, I'm with the short guy. Let's go visit the hotel.
He just pouts at you.
Pout a little higher. I might notice.
Just keep an eye on the wing guards. We heard that there's quite many there.
Wing guard? Ah, okay. You said it was the Yareth Bespin Hotel?
Yes. Yareth Bespin Hotel.
Okay.
Not as many probably as the tournament ground itself. But still should have a few.
Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to. Yeah, we should probably take a rest.
Nope. Nothing will stop you taking a rest.
All right.
You can totally go into your hotel room. You already spent the 5 credits, I believe.
Yep.
You get some nice, comfortable couches to sleep on.
Hey, Fizzo! Suna just comes up to Fizzo and like tries to discreetly ask like, "Hey, do you think you can turn off the cameras in the vents if they have any?"
Need access to one of their security terminals. But if I get a minute without too much disturbance or other eyes on me, I could probably neutralize the cameras.
You mean during the tournament?
No, before. We need to get
the hotel.
money or the card. I want to crawl through the vents, like that very, very old movie with a black slimy alien crawling through the vents, but white and fluffy. Because me.
Boy, that's a stretch for my mind.
It really is.
Like the Disney.
Just imagine
Let us
an
be
alien, but
coming.
it's just like a rabbit.
Okay. So we're gonna get a rest, get some breakfast, and get cleaned up before we try and go into a swanky hotel.
Yeah.
I do have a disguise kit to help freshen up some of our people if we need it. It'll do something, but
That's related to deception skill?
Considering that I don't think any of your characters have fine clothing in their inventory at this moment.
Oh, yes, I do.
I have a
yes, I do.
costume.
I don't. I'm a bear.
Oh boy, he's al fresco. I mean, naturals.
Just like sit on your like shoulder like a parrot.
Just be sure to wipe. Yeah, I don't actually have a great visual on our engineer. I'm sorry, Fizzo. What's the
I am Beth. I think Star Wars Cantina Band.
No, I was thinking about your attire. Are you going with bebop jazz poet, or what's the look you're trying to maintain?
It's probably something like that. Probably just more, just kind of the dark, just kind of performers, like hang out in the background playing music type outfit. Not being
Okay.
too overly dramatic most of the time.
So you could look like you're with the band. Um,
Yes, that is kind of my shtick.
got it. Then we got
As I have,
two-
a bandolier of instruments on me.
How are we going to smuggle HK into this environment? That's my question.
And he's a droid.
He's your personal bodyguard.
Bodyguard, honestly, that's your probably best bet, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like you
Okay.
can disguise how many ton?
Good question. A lot.
Listen, this is Gary. He's our translator. Right, Gary? Freaking gives HK a friendly punch and then like, ow.
So does that make like Suno and Yapezi like my kids? I mean, how are we going to spin that?
Your kids.
Yes.
You know what? You will have better luck saying we're your dogs.
Just two adopted children. Just you found them on the streets. You're like, yeah, this works.
Ah, yes, you're the exotic pet merchant. Here to come
Oh my gosh!
sell
that's
your
terrible.
goods.
I do have 8 in sleight of hand and 8 in stealth, so I can theoretically just crawl in there.
I can insight people good.
Insight them.
I can insight them. I have a plus
We are
8.
trying to do sneaking. If we move as a group, I have smuggle.
Yeah, it basically gives a plus 10 to stealth.
Get inside it.
But it is an aura, basically an aura around me.
I cannot put people to sleep.
Well, I think the shorter characters and the droid make a reasonable entourage for myself, but a musician coming along would be an unusual thing unless we could dress you up a little more and make you
Your
a little bit
personal
more
musician.
Well, I mean, it's a personal musician, or it could just be like a superstar who's moving incognito, and then we can go in together, right? Then
Yeah.
that would kind of make sense. But you'd have to dress up a little bit. We'd have to bring you up.
Say
break
that
up that
Fizzo is your
disguise
lover. And
I
then
do have
you're
my,
two dogs.
and you're the children. Figure that one out.
I do have some. I do have some costume supplies and a disguise kit. I should have some options in that.
Okay.
Plus,
let me take a. You want me to take a crack at it?
And what?
That's a deception roll, right? To try and
Be
make
just
this.
Yeah, either somebody can roll it for you, applying like makeup and wigs and whatever. Or you could roll it by yourself if you have the training in using the disguise kit.
Whoever does it get the plus 2.
have proficiency
All
in
right.
it. So I will throw on a disguise, make us look more presentable for a total of 10.
Oh,
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, put in some nice lipstick on Suno and some nice, somewhat competent makeup.
Why would Suno need lipstick? He doesn't need it.
Let me ask you guys right quick. With the disguise kit, when I hit the gear button, it just shows my attribute as what I'm going to use for it, which is charisma, but no mods. Does it need a mod?
I don't think so. It's mods are just if you have something specifically affecting that, or like a broad thing. So like, yeah.
Alright, with the 12 you make it even more marginally better.
Ah, but I can also add a D8 to this one. Wahaha. Oh, god damn it.
You put on like a fancy cloak on your pissy, like nice velvet, well, like pretend velvet, and just like
Buttons.
Just quit
It's
moving
like a tiny
around.
top
Moving
hat on.
around.
a nice little bow tie and fizzle, and
Oh.
Hello there, my death brother. Who has
Just put like a little top hat
As
on
I
for my
do.
fourth one.
Ted all over again. Just don't have a Boston accent. I will not hold it together.
now being slightly bit more presentable. Shall you go to the hotel?
Yes. Yes. We got a rakish musician, an absolute over-the-top Fargle, and an entourage of bouncy small furry things.
So I was wearing like high heels and lipstick. Yeah, Pessy has a nice cloak and like, I don't know, eyeliner and,
I have a good old top hat.
and a top hat. And
Bow
a
tie.
cane.
Bow tie. Both of them. Both of them. Suno
Yeah.
and Yepezi. Matching bow ties. That's required.
Yes.
I repurposed some of my lights and cameras on my droids, so it looks like we have paparazzi droids.
Perfect. Perfect.
There we go.
Yes.
Alright.
Let's make an entrance.
You go to the Yerith Bespin, this luxury hotel. As you enter of the lobby of the hotel, you hear a loud argument between a human male and one of the desk workers. Everyone in earshot can hear the man complaining about his accommodations being unsatisfactory, and that he demands that the hotel manager put him in a better room. Though the desk worker is doing his best to calm the man down, the customer continues his arrogant tirade, heedless of how many people are watching. And here's a little description of this hotel. The opulent Yerith Bespin hotel is decorated with extravagant. God damn it! Why is that hard to pronounce?
Extravagant?
Yes, thank you. And is clearly one of the finest establishments in the galaxy. Beautifully woven carpets stretch from one side of the lobby to another, and crystalline chandeliers hover overhead, casting scintillating light down on the guests below. To the one side of the room, a row fine of wooden desk house computer terminals for hotel employees, each of whom is helping finely dressed guests check in. One guest, however, seems to be taking issue, the one that was arguing. He seems to be berating the hotel employee, intending to him so loudly that everyone in the lobby has turned stare. The human man, dressed in a style of core nobility, speaks in a precise accent, even as he shouts at the desk worker, complaining how unsuitable he finds his accommodations. At this point, as you're approaching into the lobby, everybody can roll me a perception check.
Advantage on hearing or smell.
Both Upezi and HK get 23.
Okay, yeah, Pesci and who? Okay, so 220, so that will beat the 20 DC.
Ooh. So HK and Upezi.
Those who succeeded in a 10 perception or more, just across the lobby, a small entourage of 4 humans and 2 feline women wait patiently for the human male, shouting customer to air his complaints, just waiting there for that to be resolved. Any hero who succeeded a DC check of 15 or more, you notice that the 2 feeling are watching the man's every move carefully and seem to be scanning the room, looking for threats at the same time. Clearly, they are some kind of bodyguards. With a result of 20 or higher, you also notice one other important detail. Though the middle-aged 4 humans are all very likely similar, in fact, they could be quadruplets and are distinguished only by their scars that they bear. Any hero who noticed this can make me a knowledge galactic lore, so lore, DC 20.
Wrong one, by the way. So 4 minimum, so HK succeeds.
Okay, HK. These 4 men, to HK's are, to his mind, they are clone troopers. Fought for the Republic in the Clone Wars.
You will relay that information.
Strikingly similar.
Yeah, HK will just relay that information.
After a few moments, the argument at the desk subsides, and the noble seems to be mollified. He briskly strides over the clones and his bodyguards and begins issuing orders in hushed tones, while the hotel staff rushes off, apparently to see his requests. The noble gathers his party and stalks into the streets of Cloud City.
The Imperial with the Sarlacc project also have clones with them.
So that the noble and his entourage just left the hotel.
Mm-hmm. Essentially storming off.
How did it sound that the staff were resolving? Were they moving his room?
Yeah, it seems that they're about to compensate. You see, like, the staff gathering some paperwork and, like, transferring his room and that kind of thing.
Well, the staff for the move. They're not going to be paying as much attention.
He clearly got what he wanted. I'm gonna send at least one of my droids to discreetly follow the noble. I'm sending that at least. We want to follow ourselves, or
I think let's do what we're here for. We have the droid we have the tracker droid following, so we don't have an issue there. I think it's good. Let's finish our thing here, then we can follow if need be.
If we need to, Suno did buy a radio, and since HK has one, we can theoretically split up. I'm not sure how practical that would be.
I don't think it's needed, because we can grab the key cards, then just follow him. We're not crunched for time, and we're already tracking him, so...
All right.
Honestly, just knowing that where the noble is headed lets us know he's not in the hotel, which gives us the free opportunity to do whatever we want in his room.
Yeah.
Now we just have to remember to check in with the droid, not like last time.
We just forgot the droid followed a person, so we never checked in on it, and it turns out they were following us the entire time.
It
It was like that sniper meme.
Okay.
The DM is being kind. He will allow anybody who wants it to roll me a general intelligence roll.
So, like, intelligence saving throw or just an intelligence thing?
In intelligence.
Whoop.
For a small hint.
Wow. I'll give that. I don't know. The answers work like that. I can't do resistance though. I forgot I had resistance.
So let's make that fairly easy DC. I got 12.
On me. Only Suna fails then.
So you think about like going into his room, but then you recall what was just said. His room is being moved. What do you do when your room is being moved with your personal belongings?
You would expect to be in the room when it happens.
Mm-hmm. Do you take
Well, then
them with you,
walk
or
out.
will you leave them in the room that you just left and want to transfer?
Have all your valuable stuff on you.
Suna is just
no.
too fascinated by hotel lights to think.
Okay. So if they've left the hotel and they're getting a new room, they won't be moving until they come back. So that means everything's going to be staying in their current unsatisfactory hotel room, and we know they've left.
Maybe. My thought is that they could keep all their important stuff on them while their room is being moved.
I mean, do you leave your wallet in your room if you're moving out?
No.
No.
No. But I might leave a conference brochure in my room.
Fair enough, fair enough. You could be, like, forgetful or just, like...
He probably has the $10,000 keycard on him.
I'm thinking...
Well, is it a literal denomination of money, or is it just a
It's
access?
like you buy it and it's like an access key card.
Okay.
Essentially
Well, okay.
like passport or that kind of thing. You get like this
Hear
little...
me out. Hear me out. I do have high sleight of hand. So if I, for example, go and follow them and try to steal the key card, there are two options. Either I succeed or I fail, in which case there is a crowd around them where I can easily disappear because I'm very small.
Okay.
Yeah, we could also try to distract them while you steal it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're close to me, I do have a teleport.
Oh. How
It will be
far
very
is the
noticeable when we teleport.
But hey,
Well, let's pursue
it'll
them
be a
then.
plan B.
Alright, are you doing this stealthily or... Are you
Yeah, well, we don't want to be
following
spotted until we're close.
We want to look like we're,
them? Let's
out on the town of Bespin.
let's make that a group check because you're moving as a group.
Can we say that Suna is moving like a bit away from the group so that they're not really clustered together and people don't, you know?
Let me pull up my average calculator.
Yeah, 16 and 20.
Suno is moving away from the group because he needs to, get behind the target and all that.
11 and... Was that everybody? 5, yeah,
Yep.
5. 17 is your average. That's pretty good. Okay, let me see. Page 23. Let's see. Okay, and that guy, he has a... Alright.
Can I get a quick perception check if I heard the staff apologizing to the noble by name?
Sure. Pretty sure that it's a... They don't mention his name, he's like, just like... That staff was kinda like, sorry sir, sorry. And that kind of thing.
We arrived past the point where they were addressing him by name.
Mm-hmm. So, you follow this group. You get fairly close. They're minding their business and going to just... Well, you don't know where, but... let's see. Page... One of the guards kind of starts slowing down after whispering something in the other guard's ears. It's a little you get into this little quieter area, and that one guard kind of turns around and is like, "Hey, you! Do you have business with the Baron?"
Business? Baron? What Baron?
Yes, good sir, is Baron Kithris. And you've been following us for the last 5 minutes at least. You better identify yourself.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
While they're distracted with like everyone, the group following them, can I try and, get the card from their pockets?
You would have to
From the
roll
Baron's
another stealth check to go around them. They currently is looking at the party directly.
But I was moving like to the side of the party because we did decide that there will be.
And these are fairly tight corridors.
Mm.
Remember, it's Bespin.
My stealth is good, and can I? Hell yeah! 25. Can I do sleight of hand?
Yeah, with that, you can really easily stealth around them.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
I'm gonna assume that you actually picked the pocket of this so-called Baron.
Yeah.
29.
Yeah, with...
Just casually.
How do you give that bonus, EPC? Do you need to, like, touch them, or is it, like, visual?
So it lasts a minute, so I'll be Yeah, actually, yeah, no, I wouldn't add that. Yeah, no, you're right. So no +3.
Yeah. Because
I can like, but my bonuses last until you use for a little bit longer, so I can be like, here, I can see we're spotted, pass pseudo the bonuses, and then
yeah,
take
with
off.
you it's kind of like inspiration, so you can do it after range, right? So you pick this guy's pocket and you get quite a lot.
Yippee.
And with that previous stealth of 25, they can't even spot you really. Even if they crit, so I guess you just succeed.
You know what?
Nice.
The funny thing is, this perfectly goes with the background of my character, because he has Urchin as his background, so like, he knows what he's doing here.
Yeah, the Baron there has the best perception at +1. So +3 with some bonuses, but he's not gonna spot you.
So yeah, while Suno's doing that, we're just gonna try to keep the guard's attention on us.
Yeah,
Trento.
this is a good spot
I
actually.
get.
So Suno succeeds. The rest of you need to avoid them somehow now. They do still have the contact on you. So yeah, they ask you like, you've been following us for 5 minutes. Identify yourself.
I guess just play curiosity. You saw what's happening in the hotel. I'm curious what was happening. You wanted to stay there, so if there's a problem, you want to know what it was.
And what's that your business? I mean, I assume that Yepes is writing those fucking notes.
Yeah, I'm always fucking writing these.
So actually, they don't even say that. They just kind of like, I don't know how would an Imperial agent react to that?
I don't know.
If these
I guess
guys-
they would just try to see through it, because technically it is a lie.
Yeah, I guess roll me deception.
Alright, +8. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Where is it? Here it is. Natural 1! Ah, shit.
What is that bear
Wait, hold on, hold on.
writing?
While they're doing that, did I sneak away already?
Yeah,
All right, and what did I get?
you at
You look at
least-
the loot later.
Okay,
Yeah, you can look
Check
at
the loot later. We need to deal with this
Just-
now.
just emptied their pockets without
They
looking.
slightly like raised their weapons. It's like, we're gonna give you one more chance. We don't know what the little bear there is waving in the air with the paper.
We were just curious on what was
It's
going
an
on.
awkward situation when you actually bring out all of your staff. I'm sure you understand this. You've probably faced it a number of times. But my publicist here, small and furry though he may be, he is actually trying to understand where the community of Bespin is actually engaging with the tournament and the tourism conflict with the local lifestyle. And you are obviously a number one example of people who are making the locals' lives more interesting, shall we say, given your interactions you just had with the hotel staff. So therefore, in order to understand the ethnography for the community, they need to understand the relationships between visitors and the people who are going to be helping and catering to visitors. Now, his questions are perfectly valid. How would you see your opportunity for improving your guest experience here? Obviously, the original accommodations you were offered did not meet your desires and needs. But in order for us to bridge that for the guests who are coming here for this tournament and for future opportunities, the Parliament of Guilds is trying to improve our overall guest relations as a general quality. And we would really appreciate your input.
Give me a persuasion or deception.
Pezzy just stares at you confused. He has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
15. Alright, let me see. What is this guy's insight? I can tell you that much. That was a fine speech. Insight is wisdom, I believe. Well, it's a tie, but you made such a convincing argument for a Baron. He kinda just looks at you, the Baron. It's like, not one of these again. Ignore him.
Hey,
If they have weapons, I think we our hands are up. You know, we're like, hey, you guys, we didn't. We're just doing a survey. You know, we didn't want to incite
Mostly
any violence.
because he just that was just perfect. So they walk off. You successfully managed to get away from that situation with a little bit of loot now.
Suno slips back to the group. Like,
Suno has
look what I got.
a data pad. She also has his wallet with a certain invitation to a certain Sabak tournament. And his hotel key.
rob his place as well. Why not? He got his key, might as well rob his place in the process.
Like, I don't want any more trouble. They might not be able to perfectly recognize us if we were just a one-off occurrence. But if we show up again, they might be a lot more suspicious.
Yeah, fair enough.
Good thing we were all in disguise.
But by the way, I love out of character the use for that card.
What is it?
So, you know, actually, I'll let you figure that out yourself if you really want to.
Was the purpose of the gods to not let the Baron get pickpocketed like that? Was it?
Well, you just were a master of stealth there. I mean, Jesus Christ, that doesn't stay in rolls.
I mean, with the help of you guys, because
Your
You did
stealth
help.
rolls were a 16, a 12, and then a 18. All in the higher percentile.
But indeed,
You know,
got
with
it.
his
Fair
room
enough.
card, with his room card, we could probably hit the restaurant and the spa back at the hotel.
True.
And I don't want to push our luck showing our faces near that, especially with a room card that can probably be tracked. I say we take the important invitation, maybe the cash, and drop the...
By the way, how
near
much
the-
in cash?
Near the hotel.
It's a Baron, it's gotta be a good amount.
Or
If
is
he's
it all
carrying
a
cash
card?
on him.
Yeah, it might just be a credit chip.
there I go.
301 credits. Damn, he's poor.
I mean, what do you think he went off for? He went for the nearest ATM.
That was, yeah, fair enough. I'm pretty sure it's like
Could you
2
repeat that,
credits
please?
for a meal for a for a day if you're extremely poor. So this guy, I think it's like minimum or medium class is like 10 per day for like a medium class. So he has a month. He has rent.
Yeah, he has enough credits, probably is carrying enough credits for like maybe 10 days of...
So how many would that be?
Well, 301.
300.
301. Okay. We'll just say that's
However
pocket
you wanna split it.
telling anyone like money. What money?
Yeah, exactly.
I say we take and drop the rest of it just outside the hotel, probably by droid.
So, yeah, you can definitely do that. You can
That is what I am
also
suggesting.
learn from the datapad that you stole is that he is indeed Baron Kithris, a wealthy noble from Chandarilla?
Chandrilla.
Cinderella.
Yeah. The
Where my
log-
mom
Isn't
was
that
from.
Mon Mothma's planet? I believe.
This travel logs that is on this datapad shows that prior coming to Bespin, he spent a great deal of time on a political retreat in the deep core, seemingly in behalf of like an important person. His datapad includes instructions to meet with his quote-unquote retainers and travel to Bespin, securing accommodations at the Yerith Bespin Hotel and wait for further instructions. Moreover, he is to yet no one know that he's an agent for the Empire, and he must maintain complete communication silence, except to receive instructions on his hotel computer.
Looks like we need to track down a computer.
You know, it would be probably so much better if everything except the invitation card was just left in his hotel room so that he just thought he left it behind.
Yeah.
So if this datapad's missing, he knows he's compromised.
Possible. We should. But now we have access to the hotel. We can show the entry card and easily enough get in.
We should make sure that the cameras don't catch us in the act.
We're in disguise, so just remember, we'll change our disguise. And
No,
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets the hotel staff to check the cameras, because he wants to make sure, you know?
Our disguise, they will still be able to identify it's probably the same group of aliens.
well, I mean, we won't be as a group, obviously.
Yeah.
And they never saw Suno. So, Suno, I think you're going to get to do your magic again and return everything you just took from him except his invitation to the game. And we'll put it in his hotel room.
Suno just does not mention the money.
Think it through. Think it through. We have to convince them that they were not just panhandled. It's going to be important.
They definitely had no money, trust me.
I'm sure you understand the risk we're all taking if they think something else.
I mean, if they see that their datapad is in their room, they could think that they got stolen from, but like just their money. Who would think that we would, come and return the datapad and the key card?
Just the general notion of not so they don't think they've been robbed. And if you get your money back, you don't think you've been robbed.
So, how do we plan to return the datapad again?
With the key
Walk
card
it
to
right
his
into the
room.
hotel room. We're going to disguise you as a maid's cart and push you up in front of the door of their room, and then you'll just slip in quietly and
Access the
be
computer.
quick.
Yippee!
Does that sound reasonable?
can I get one of those droids so that they can copy the info or hack into the computer, which I would assume is... Hold on. Would I actually assume that? No, never mind.
I was going to send a droid with you anyway. Because I can cast touch
I was
range
gonna
spells
say-
with the droid. And
I was gonna say that, like, if the computer is secured, and I'm not good at hacking, but then I realized, no, Suna doesn't think that. He's just excited to be driven around in a cart.
yeah. So yes, Juno and one of my droids. The other one is still tracking that noble.
Good idea.
Yeah, they just go
Keep an eye on them.
do some, like, I don't know, random stuff.
Okay. We're not. We're going to do some very specific stuff.
Yes. To the hotel.
Okay, yeah, you go back to the hotel. Mm-hmm.
Maybe one person just does a walk by through the hallway where that room is, just to get the lay of the land.
Yeah. You can have...
Now,
yeah,
this
Juno can do
is
that.
a fine ass hotel. I mean, you can't even use the elevator. Really. But
We have the key card.
you do
We
have
have
a
a room
key
key
card,
card.
thankfully, now. Which you can use.
Do we need to use that to make the turbo lift work?
Yeah, exactly. You peep it in and it says, the little voice on the elevator, "Welcome, Baron Githris. Enjoy your stay here at the Yerith Bespin." And it gives like a little narration. "Enjoy our luxurious baths, our 5-star courses, all for you and your guests. Welcome
I
to
hit
your
skip.
room, number 508.
Alright.
Which you go to his room, you show the key card. Yeah, you can do a once over. There's maybe like a cleaner. Or maybe like one of those people serving foods for the other guests. And you get into this like really luxurious room with just like a nice tray on offer for...
We didn't enter his room.
Oh,
we didn't
okay.
enter room 508. No.
Okay.
We just
Too obvious. Way too obvious.
we walked past the room, did a quick look around, did a quick look past.
Okay, like I said, there's the cleaner guy and there's like this waiter.
Is there a staff terminal we noticed while walking past?
Not really, no. Maybe the elevator's own. There might be like a staff room, but that one is locked.
We need someone to distract the cleaner guy. We need them as cover. We need his uniform.
Like I say once we get in, I say we just wipe the security tapes later. We try to find a terminal. I can hack in and probably try to wipe the tapes.
You can just, open the door slightly ajar as you roll by the cart, and I can jump out, and then I can jump in when I radio in that we got the info.
Okay. No, wait. This makes sense. When cleaning staff in a hotel are cleaning a room, they leave the cart out in the hallway. We can just borrow the cart and and then park it in front of that room, and Suno can jump in and into the room with the droid and work the magic. That's perfect.
Yep. Okay. Yes. Send...
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely do that. You can wait until either the cleaner or the waiter is like occupied with one of the rooms and just grab.
Borrow the cart, put it in front of the room, put Suno in the cart, wheel it in front of the room, let Suno get out.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. You get the cart, you shelf Suno into the like bottom half of it, or maybe even in the basket with all of the dirty laundry. And you cart her
Hey,
in
come
front.
on, it's gotta be clean laundry. I have standards.
You shove her in front of the door and do what?
So just by the way, Suno is a guy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Let him open the door and take the droid in with him.
Alright, you pull out the
You just
golden...
open the door slightly ajar.
You open it with your golden key card, it gives the glorious enters, it opens up and there's this like fine luxurities and a nice gift basket, and it's like the little announcer voice once again comes online. You will enjoy your stay here. Your room has been booked for time with you and your 5 guests. Please enjoy your stay. On behalf of the Erith
Gift
Bespin
basket.
Hotel, welcome to your room.
I want the gift basket. But as I'm eyeing the gift basket, I do scan the room. Would that be perception?
Yeah, it's a really, really fancy room. Like, fine, 6, 7 guys. Since technically it's him and his...
No, it is odd that the Baron is staying like in one room with all his servants, but
I mean, it's
yes,
like
suite.
this thing is like a house. This suite, it has
God dang.
like everything.
does 14 find the computer?
Yeah, you can find like a personal computer there.
Alright, I open it. Is it secured? Is it not secured?
I would assume no, because it's not mentioned.
Oh, nice. This is easier than expected. Suno would turn to the droid and be like, do you think? Get the info?
Whatever I can through the droid, I will try to get.
Suno can plug in the droid if the droid can be plugged in.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely plug into the hotel computer. Absolutely.
Okay. So
And in the
that-
meantime, he'll put down the data pad and the key cards so that it looks natural, just like, forgot.
Gotcha. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like
make sure you
maybe
keep-
drop them into the ground to make it look like they dropped out of his pants or something, or maybe to the desk. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll go to the bathroom and drop them near the toilet.
That's good.
There we go. So yeah,
Very natural.
So yes, scan for whatever hidden message they have received. Also, see if I can get into the hotel's wider system while I'm here.
yeah, sure. Give me like a good, I guess, some kind of a hacking check, even though it's not really secure.
I had so that a 29.
Yeah, you essentially get the whole list of guests here. Though it seems whatever message he was waiting for hasn't really arrived yet. You don't know how long you would have to wait to get that said message, and like it was on the datapad, he has been instructed to stay communication silent so you don't really see any outgoing messages.
I have an idea. Hold on, since me and the droid are the only ones in the room, let me just check. Okay, intelligence of 8 is not very high, but since I am the only one in the room with the droid, I'm just gonna say, well, he wasn't really given any other communications channels, so I will take back the card, I will take back the datapad, and I will grab the computer and just return with all three. Because, you know, he don't have alternative
to
methods.
attempt to rip a computer out of the wall.
Wait, it's all nonsense.
This is
Not a laptop.
This is the hotel's computer.
Yeah,
It's a built-in terminal.
Yeah, it's a built-in terminal. I mean,
Can we, like...
yes.
Okay, can I radio in and ask maybe Fizzo if we can put a tracker of some sort onto the computer?
But what would tracking a computer do? It doesn't
Add
move.
an additional back door that we can access.
Right. I think he's talking about like a subroutine that will forward any messages that are incoming.
Yeah, you
to
know
the
what,
message
with
bot
that
that we can
29, you can just kind of do that. Long as they don't discover it, that is.
As long as they don't do
You guys are
security
well
checks.
good at interpreting the intelligence of 8 suggestions.
Yeah, we can put on something like I'm into the hotel securities. Like, they also for some reason they've lost all security footage of this day, if that's possible.
Yeah, no problem with that. With that check.
Like,
I'll put the datapad and the card back to the toilet floor then.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Perfect.
and just checking. He's not about to be walking back, is he?
No.
Okay, so
Can I check for like money and stuff?
no.
I mean, you can, but really with that perception check, the only thing that you spotted is like the gift basket with like champagne and like really fancy
A
chocolate.
different one. Okay. Damn it. I thought it was like a different one because a new check.
No.
Like after everything is finished.
It's like, and you know, I can speak through the droid. No.
Well, I'll take the gift basket.
No.
They're changing rooms anyway.
But there's nothing
taking
really
it off.
else to do in this room if you don't want to take that gift basket with you. I mean, I guess you could stay here if you really want, but
No.
What is
I say
in the
we pull off.
basket?
it's like a nice array of just like stuff like champagne, chocolate,
I take the basket and then I go back into the cart.
what are those called? Macaroons and whatever is
Oh
like.
damn, those are good. Those are very good. I'm taking the basket.
Okay, Goldilocks.
Maybe some cookies and like just like all kinds of fancy stuff.
Taking the basket.
So-
I want the cookies, I want the macaroons. And we can give the champagne to flasks or something. Flasks and Fizzo. They look like they drink.
Alright, you're the proud owner of a gift basket. A really fancy one. With
Okay,
that, you
so
return to the party just in time as you get a little announcement in the hotel and all over Pespin. For all of our guests, the Sabak tournament is starting soon. Repeat, for all of our guests, the Sapak tournament is starting soon. For those attending it, please go to the gambling area.
Go time. Let's visit the lobby restroom and change our disguises real quick.
Let's go gambling.
And then, well, one of us gets to go gambling.
Damn it.
Like, I say, it's like, I can give I can use some of my powers, my expertise to give benefits to someone.
We're going to cheat our way through a Sabak tournament? I love
it. Doesn't need to be on the cheating rolls. It could just be to the reading what other players are thinking rolls.
And everyone wonders why the Empire killed all the Jedi.
Like, I'm not using force powers to do it. I'm using tech powers to do it.
And everyone wonders why the Empire fails to kill all the droids.
Alright, so you go to the bathroom, get your shitty makeup off you, and... well, not shitty.
no,
it was okay.
Mediocre.
And yeah, we need to do it up again. We need to change it. We need to
okay, who wants to give me the try with the disguise kit?
I think you have a higher bonus,
first.
And I... Like, you know what?
I got a pretty good skill, but it's all down to the dice.
Yeah, and I can give you a temporary boost as well. I can't do that to myself, but I can give it to someone else.
I can give you a D8.
All right.
At the same time as changing, Viso, you notice a message pop up at the backlog or whatever it's called, that you just backdoor.
Yes.
Sarlacc.
So sure does. This will be taking part in the tournament. Transaction will occur during play, so avoid arousing suspicion. You are responsible only for observing the transaction.
Okay.
Interesting. He's definitely going to try and stay out of it, but we just have to figure out who the Hutt agent is.
Well, we're looking for a player, an officer from the Assiduous, which is going to be a craft somewhere parked here. So we need. I wonder if we can. We need a player registry. That would be really useful.
Well, I have everyone who's staying in this hotel, but I don't think that helps as much.
Maybe you can cross-reference your data file to see which ship they're registered under.
Well, now you know what to look for.
Okay, let's proceed to the tournament now that I got my disguise all set. Who else needs to fresh up on their disguise?
We can,
I am there.
I guess
I can speak in. I can probably get in with the band without too much trouble.
Technically, no one saw me, so I can just stay in my disguise.
Yeah, you're
but-
good. Yeah, you're good. The gremlin's fine. So the droid sticks out. That's a little bit of a challenge. It's hard to make a droid not look like an mage.
exactly.
We
It's
can
the
drape
same-
him. we can drape him in curtains and pretend like
Put a
he's
lampshade.
an old woman,
Put a
a
lampshade
very
on his
heavy
head.
old woman.
A very heavy old woman and very tall.
Well, most people who would be attending this would probably have a
you
personal.
meat bags.
Most of those attending would probably have personal bodyguards, so it wouldn't be too out of the ordinary for an attendant to have a droid bodyguard.
Let's just give him a couple of paint stripes so that he's not identical to what they saw before. Put some lipstick on that droid. And we'll borrow Yepesi's bow tie and repurpose that. So now the droid has a bow tie.
Yeah. And as you finish up your disguises and get ready to move out, you get a ping on your intercoms from the Banshee, from Captain O'Keefe. Hello?
Who's taking her call?
Yes, Captain.
Hey guys, so Crash was able to tap into the city's central computer to keep an eye on all of the communications and center data, right? Well, those flowing through the spaceport control. Just a moment ago, an Imperial I-class Star Destroyer whose transporter identified as the Asodius dropped out of hyperspace on the edge of the system, escorting a Gallifrey Yards medium transport, call sign Shackles of Nisan. The Star Destroyer launched a single Theta-class shuttle, which is set on a course on Bespin. Asodius promptly jumped into the light speed, leaving the transport behind. I don't think that a single shuttle will be much trouble, but you guys should know that there's gonna be Imperial presence soon.
We're expecting them.
That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heads up, Captain.
Over and out.
Well, there's our Imperial agent we need to watch for. Droid with us. Go see if you can track down that shuttle, where that shuttle is going to be landing.
Recall your droids. We're going to need them all.
I doubt droids flying around a Sabacc tournament will be, particularly that type of droid flying around a Sabacc tournament will be very noticeable, especially if it's looking around.
Extend your idea out further and think about we're going to be encountering the Hutt's factor, and we need to be able to find a way to trace where that factor goes. So I'm not talking about inside the tournament. I'm talking about outside the tournament.
Well, one of these droids is going to be following that agent back to the tournament. I just want to know what he looks like before he arrives.
Oh, the agent's one thing. I'm much more interested in the Hutt's the Hutt's person, because that's how we're going to find Durga. We can find the Empire. That's easy. It's finding a Hutt that's the trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will send one of my droids out to meet the Imperial agent landing to get to know what they look like before they arrive, and I'll call the other droid back.
That's gonna be interesting because there's so many landing areas. Well, sure.
Like,
But
Well, they're probably going to pay for a preferential landing, right?
perhaps, but your main concern at this moment is the tournament, so the robot can definitely try to go do that.
Alright, I have to go for now.
Okay, yep, peace
Okay.
out. For the rest
Look
of
at that.
you, I assume that you will head to the tournament.
Yes.
As you enter, you're either expected to buy the 10,000 credit entrance fee to be one of the participants, or have a previously owned access card or key card or whatever we want to call it.
Which we do.
Which we could do.
The rest of you can enter as essentially
Spectators?
Spectators, exactly. That the one that you want to be participating in this tournament, you're being brought to the side for a moment. For a brief interview with one of the pit bosses of the Royal Casino. You're given slightly, or brought to slightly to side, like I said, in front of this pit boss with a couple of guards. You guys are, like the rest of you, are just outside of this like little side room with like tables, and the pit boss is interviewing the participants. And the pit boss essentially explains to you where to arrive, where to go, and so forth. He explains to you that the gamblers are not allowed to leave the table except during designated breaks, and each gambler is subject to a thorough search each time he enters or exits the gambling hall. These searches are to prevent cheating and ensure that no one is trying to smuggle sabak cards in and out. Lastly, each gambler is required to wear a small pin to show that he is still an active in the tournament. Removing the pin will be an immediate expulsion from the game itself.
And if
Holy
you
shit!
take off it, then you explode.
I knew we were
Expulsion.
gambling, but goddamn!
Don't worry, English is a fucked language.
Expulsion. I don't know.
Expulsion. Expulsion.
Expulsion. See, I got it.
You should have just gone with that. You should have just said
Are you- Are you ready to be exploded?
Explosion. Yeah, the pin just goes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give my extra sabak cards to one of y'all. I can't go in there. I already have a deck.
Yeah,
Someone's
soon as
gonna
you
hold
try
on.
to
I can
even
have some.
enter, they're gonna patch you through thoroughly.
Okay, I'm gonna give Suno my sabak cards and take the champagne off her hands.
Suno is a guy.
His hands. You know, it's small and fluffy, so you know.
No one calls. Sorry, but no one calls the teddy bear a Pezzy. He's small and fluffy too.
People
Alright.
misgender my cats all the time.
There is a lot of
That's
things
unfortunate.
going on in this tournament. It's sectioned off into many different sections. I could give some of them to you, or you could just kinda on your own try to search around. Or I guess
for what, I'm sorry?
ask. Huh?
Is there a way for Suno to sneak into the area where the Sabak players are without getting noticed?
I mean, you can be a spectator, you can look at the things, as long as you don't get, like, adjacent to the tables themselves.
Yeah, this is kind of a big room with a bunch of different tables where Spock is being played. People are allowed to walk between the tables. They just aren't allowed to get next to any table or
Here,
player.
actually, I have a little description on this. Few spectators are allowed into the Royal Casino during the tournament. Each competitor is allowed to bring one guest to observe. But the rest of the heroes can take jobs or other ways to get in. Charismatic heroes may be able to use the deception skill to bluff your way in. It shouldn't be too hard to impose as an important Cloud City official or convince the guards that you are related to one of the other competitors. Members of the crowd must stand back from the main gambling floor during the tournament, but during the breaks in action, you can visit with the competitors, allowing you to collaborate with during the tournament itself.
Question: do we know in which seats flasks will be sitting?
No, I'm gonna assume that it's like switching.
It's going to be
So we
probably
don't know-
rotating around.
Okay.
But I can probably get in with the band, and if I do that, I have this feature, which can be useful.
And you see a ton of security here, quite a bit. That might be another way to also get in.
How thoroughly do they search the guests?
I mean, about the same as so far.
I'm just
yeah.
I'm carrying a bunch of grenades.
I mean, yeah, long as like that's the smuggled weapon and you don't make it obvious, I'm not gonna bother like doing individual searches on you guys. If I was an evil dick DM, I would totally do that. Be like, alright, guess what, you're gonna be batted down now, just because. But
Random searches.
that would kinda derail the game. Because
Yeah.
you would get caught by the guard, you would be banished essentially to your ship, and that's it. That's the game. So, oh yay, what fun.
Okay, well, we can. We got enough. We got one entertainer. He can join the bandstand.
Yeah, he
can be a
can
backup
absolutely be in the band.
I am proficient, or I have expertise in 4 instruments and proficiency with another. I can fill whatever role they need in the band.
And I believe
Yeah,
you're
especially-
also proficient in charisma, correct?
Not at all.
Not at all. The band member.
Performance. I'm proficient in performance.
Okay,
None of the other
I'll roll
charisma
with
skills.
that you can pretend to be. Okay, that's your way in. How about the, well, I can't really ask, well, HK might be able to ask about the security job.
Or provide security for one of our other. Friends.
Yeah,
I can take one. I can take one guest in with me to the gambling floor.
Yeah, you can take one for free, essentially.
So who wants to actually be on the floor? Is that going to be you, Suna?
I mean, I do have your cards, so if you can get me in.
I say
You know?
avoid cheating at this point.
I don't need to win this. I mean, the buy-in card is in the Baron's name. We're not going to get any money from this. There's no point in cheating to win.
Flask took
Damn
the literal means of rabbit's foot for luck and brought a whole rabbit with him.
He brought the whole rabbit.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Technically, Sue has 2 feet, so that's double the luck.
if you take
That's
the foot off the rabbit, How much luck did the rabbit actually have?
I mean, technically it could be 4, I guess. Quadruple the luck. Gotta look in.
There's gonna, your very slippery fingers will be useful as much as in the crowd as on the floor. That's one thing to think about.
Yeah, you get to rob everybody on the floor.
Yes.
For the
Like
rest of
be a
the
dream.
party, you can go and, well, they can think of their own way. But I can just lump them as security for now.
Okay.
Or like catering.
Or catering.
Or just my security detail, and they are off to the side.
Because,
And I'm only taking in Suno.
because
I'll have to do the
there's
actual
this
admin
little part if you wanna work the security.
Oh my
Which
goodness.
would be nice for HK.
Perfect.
That's how you can get a heavy weapon in. Hint, hint.
If I wanted a heavy weapon in, I would just integrate it into my musical instrument.
Yeah, the war clarinet.
That is literally an option. If I, it's like at the start of the day, I can do that. I mean, I probably won't because only I could use it then. But
That would be a really awkward tune to play and hit the wrong button.
Alright, for now, we can ask Pussy and HK maybe later. It doesn't really matter in the end. I think. Don't quote me on that.
yeah, but
It doesn't really matter, and that it mattered.
Yeah, it matters some as kind of like a slight role-playing moment, but since we're down only to 3, I can just kind of hand wave that and be like, alright.
they got
Question.
in here somehow. We can deal with it later.
Exactly.
If I do the thieving during the tournament, would the characters have a disadvantage on their checks, for when I'm pickpocketing them?
I mean, you might have disadvantage just because there's so many people there.
I mean, I'm small. You see, the thing is, I'm small size canonically, so they would be seeing bodies around them. They will not be seeing the rabbit that is like their waist height, if not smaller.
We'll see that maybe later. Anyways, little later, as you each get onto the floors and proceed further into the gambling hall. Just before the tournament, Captain O'Keefe receives a message and contacts you guys. Hey, guys, I got a message from your robot friend. He calls him Switch.
Put it through.
Hello. Hold on. Greetings. I have a task for you. Please contact me. You get like a little
Right now.
pre-recorded message.
We'll thank the captain for sending it on, and when I get the first opportunity to get away, I will try to contact.
Yeah, you can use one of the many cities' communication systems on the side. Which, yeah, you can wait in a line for like a minute and contact him, essentially.
I get the opportunity. At some point during the tournament, I assume I will have a break at some point and be able to go contact.
Yeah, you can even do it right now if you wanna.
Yeah, contact Switch without making too much of a scene.
Yeah, absolutely. So you essentially get their little screen and you see the red robot in front of you. Ah, good. You have contacted me. Perfect. Some of my contacts have informed me that you are in Cloud City. Is that correct?
Yes. Our mission has led us to Bespin.
I was wondering if you would be curious for working me at this tournament.
Depends on what you need. We have our own mission that I'm not willing to jeopardize, but if it's not too much trouble, I see no problem helping out.
I have always interest in these kinds of activities throughout the galaxy. With the amount of credits flowing through the Cloud City during the tournament, I want a piece of this action. I propose that you influence the outcome of this tournament, enabling a victor of my choosing to take the pot. I already have supplied an entry fee for one of my contacts, a Twi'lek star captain named Corona Morrow, and I would like you to ensure that this Morrow wins this tournament.
Technically, HK and Suno have the radios, so if Fizzo can go to HK, HK can contact Suno.
If you agree to help, I offer you a 5% total pot of the winnings.
Bargain.
Yes.
I'll see what my group can do. We can.
That's too low.
What about a bargain? Do the bargain.
Like, but we are risking ourselves more than if we were caught cheating. So, let's say we go like 15%.
Persuasion. I love the 50. That's not gonna happen.
We take all
I
the
mean,
risks.
Since I like you, I am willing to offer you 7%.
Like 10.
Counter argument, we have a bloodthirsty
You can give me
robot and a
another
bloodthirsty
persuasion
rabbit.
check to convince him of 10, but the DC is gonna be higher. I'll just let you know that.
Can I get on the radio?
Yeah, absolutely. This guy doesn't know you, so his favor not might be as high as it is with Fizzo.
Oh, gosh.
But
I mean, in canon it makes sense.
okay, I tried.
So you come in and make your argument of what, 50%? Who is this douchebag? Please make him go off my screen.
Listen, Clanker, I'm the one on the floor. If you want a deal, you deal with me, because I'm the only one who can actually make this happen for you. And I'm not risking jail time for anything less than 50%. Why would I? You can go and clank, as far as I'm concerned.
Look, Fizzo, 7%, and I will make you further into my dealings going on forward.
Thank you for your kind offer. Let's see what the cards say.
I expect many great results. Over.
How does Flask freaking teleport to Fizzo whenever there's talk of money
I
and then
mean,
just...
I assumed that you guys were fairly close to each other.
Or on comms, you know, I'm sharing comms.
And I might as well put this like little side mission with the game notes too. Just so if you guys wanna do it.
Like,
I honestly, how do we do it?
like, we cheat on their behalf. Cheating on someone else's behalf is a little bit harder to track than cheating on yours.
There
Fair
we go.
enough, but they don't know that we are cheating on their behalf, so...
But that is the
And-
starting setup to this tournament. There is quite a rogues gallery here of different participants. Any one of them could be target's agent. Though one you know for certain is not, or at least less of a suspect. This employee in employment of Switch.
We also know that it's not the Imperial agent.
That's true. You've there is quite a bit of a rogue. Each of you is given like a little bit of like the first set of competitors is given like a short description and like or like a name, hailing from planet X, and this is Kriska. You see this little Rhodian comes onto the like gambling den. Hailing from... Let me see, where is this guy from? This cool, suave, God damn it. Silas Traver! And the crowd goes wild. And it goes on, it introduces a few people here and there. Lady Mirana Fyro! This ship captain is Koroma Moro! This Nemodian is Warren Sade! And finally they introduce, hailing from, I forget Flask's planet, but... or whichever planet you wanna hail from, quote unquote. But they also give you a small little introduction.
There are all those guys from those planets, and also there's Flask.
There is
Like all those guys and Flask.
There is more than 51 competitors that has entered this tournament, plus any heroes who has entered. The first day of the Cloud City Sabak tournament opens up with hundreds of sentient beings packed into the Royal Casino, members of many species, but prominently human audience, and the sounds of droids dealing Sabbat cards rise over the din. The clank of glasses and the hum of conversation fills the air. At the end of the Sabak tables, there is mostly silence, except for the occasional words of a gambler placing his bets. Servant droids wheel about in the crowd, and the members of the Royal Security Force keep a watchful eye over the proceedings.
Did we manage to get camera eyes on the Imperial when his? We asked O'Keefe to see if she couldn't find where their shuttle was landing, and then send the droid over to surveil
I
them?
don't think they have landed yet.
Ooh.
Because I think it's like its own little prompt that it's gonna give me later on.
Gotcha.
Imperial has
Now,
not arrived yet.
Keep in mind that he
So-
just dropped off like the edge of space and is starting to slowly fly this way.
And this guy's supposed to be a player in the tournament, right?
No, there was Dark at the Hutt's agent here that you wanted to keep an eye on.
The
The
Darkest
handoff
agent
to- Sorry, go
was
ahead.
going to be. Yeah. His action will occur during play. They're not necessarily. We thought that meant they would be a player, but apparently not.
You're here
Okay.
mostly to find Darkest Agent because you're after Dark at the Hutt at this moment, still in the like game.
How are we going to identify the agent if they're not doing something related to Darga at the tournament?
Well, it's more we have to make sure both us and
Yeah,
Switch's guy get through this round of the tournament before the Imperial agent shows up.
and the whole thing was that you know that there's like a deal going on at some point in this tournament, so you just gotta keep an eye on that deal.
We just have to stick around until it happens.
But who do we watch?
Well, I am in the band section, and because I am playing for the entire room, I get my entertainer bonus to track everyone's intent. I'm reading the emotions.
Each Sabak table has only about 5 or 6 players at a time, though as the first 2 days wear on, all but 2 players from each of the 10 tables will more than likely lose the game. During these events, you have time to interact with the events surrounding the tournament. Below this, there's gonna be different entries, essentially, to further on this tournament. You can choose to involve yourself with any of these. As the DM, I'm free to adapt these scenarios to interact with you guys. To provide you guys something to do on each day. Each of these events will give hints towards who is working for Darka and who is not. Okay? You got that?
Yeah.
Well, the Imperial agent hasn't arrived yet, so we
Not yet,
can't
but-
use him to find out who's the Hutt's agent. Can I do the pickpocket? I need money.
Sure, it's gonna be a fairly high DC. There's a lot of people here.
I mean, can I go like to a far corner so that there are little eyes on me, or maybe like under the table?
This
Like
would be
with
what
drinks
the
or
role is, just seeing how well of a spot you can get and
Mhm.
get eyes off you. And
Fair enough.
Now
alright.
the ship would land with the
Damn
agent
it.
on board. You see him. Can you see through the eyes of your robot?
if they're close,
It's
But-
fairly close.
yeah.
Since on the first day of the tournament, you see him land and go essentially to the Sabak tournament too. Which might give you a chance of interacting with this guy. In fact,
Let's do that.
one of the first interactions as he's headed to one of the tables, and also introduction, like, as he's coming in late, he's like apologizes profusely, and you get Flask, you get tabled at the same table actually as this guy. Oh, hello, the name is Lieutenant Armin Artis. You see him wearing his Imperial uniform during the tournament. He looks crisp and clean, neatly pressed. You see that he is young. Perhaps not long out of the Imperial Academy. His cool gaze is disrupted only by a long scar that cuts diagonally across his face. Starting at one table, crossing his right eye and ending at his upper lip. Playing with him, you notice that he is the picture of Imperial discipline. He is also an excellent gambler. He is slightly unfriendly towards anyone. At this point, anybody can more than free to try to interact with this guy if they want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Lieutenant Artis, you're a day late to our tournament. You've missed half the fun already.
Oh yes, I was busy. I do apologize, I missed out the prelims.
That's the only place you can size up the competition. Now you have to just walk in here cold. I'm surprised, though, that you had time to get in here. How did you get time off from your busy schedule to come to a tournament like this? This is not running the Empire.
Ah, true. But I always like Sabak. Sabak, in my opinion, is a game of skill, but also of luck. Much as in battle, best laid plans can go awry due to some random elements. Unfortunately, my fellow shipmates have ceased to be a challenge for me, so I decided to come here in hopes of seeing how do I fare against the rest of the galaxy. So it's mostly let's say a personal holiday.
It's an expensive personal holiday if you don't win. Are you planning to win?
Of course.
So, what kind of a stake did you put down? Did you put down the same 10,000 of it as everyone else?
Yes, that I did.
But is this the sum
How
total
did
of
one
your plan for
join an
Bespin?
Imperial Navy?
Sorry, you spoke over each other.
So, is this the sum total of your plan for your visit here in Bespin, just to come play cards, or do you have more exciting opportunities after the tournament planned?
Perhaps, but that is my business, isn't it?
That's why I'm asking, because I don't know your business.
You're gonna get a feeling that he's being a little sly. Not giving out that information.
Yeah, let me talk him around. I mean, I'm a nice guy. Everyone loves me.
Also
If I
notice
was
the
still
book
a spy,
doesn't
I
give
would've
him a
tried to-
lot of answers.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
The book has really specific questions that it wants you to ask him of, essentially.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we have to be discreet, but then we just walk up to him and are like, "Do you have any other business?" Wink, wink. We're on to you.
I mean, that's what
And
he
we want you to
essentially
know.
said, but his answer was kinda like, maybe, but he's not gonna tell you.
Is it at all obvious who he himself is watching?
Who himself is watching? Not really, no.
With my entertainer, I have advantage to read people's emotions. Did someone particularly perk up when just kind of looking at across the sabacc table? Did someone perk up when they saw the Imperial walk in? 10 on that insight.
No. Though you notice something very particular trait about him. This should be really perception, but I'll allow it. Actually, 10. No, I'll let you even with a 10. You could observe him like 10 minutes and essentially notice this. Because it doesn't have a DC.
Yeah.
You get the impressions that this guy is a savvy sabacc player from his play style. He very could be one of the best players in this tournament. You see how perceptive and assured player he is. Along with one particular quirk. After each hand, he stacks his cards neatly on top of one another and slides them face down back to the dealer. Artist seems to do this for every time with a praxis motion like clockwork.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I still have Flask's cards, right? Right?
Yes, oh, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so hear me out. If we do want to do Switch's business, what are the chances that like Flask can explain to Suno what cards are like the good ones, and then Suno can try and put those like a few good cards onto the officer so that during a check he gets, saged and disqualified.
We want
Yeah,
him
the
to be
Joker.
here right now.
Okay,
The
but like
Joker.
later on.
The Joker.
Okay. Well, so later on, when we get when we get the knowledge that we need, I should try and put a Joker onto him,
Yeah.
so that the Tweedak can win.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the tournament progresses, but yes, we need both him and Hut Sky and the Twi'lek, preferably our guy, all in the tournament for right now.
Well,
No,
let me
some-
ask him. I mean, you say you've been playing Sabacc for a long time, but
Well,
I didn't notice any Imperial craft here. Which ship are you even serving with? If you're, in the Navy.
Well, I am a tactical officer aboard the Imperial I-class destroyer Asmodeus. We are on a special assignment duty based out of Prakith. Oh, and for the fact of Sabacc, I actually learned this game just over a year ago now, in the academy. My tactics instructor used sabak analogies frequently to illustrate his points, so I sought out the game. Huh.
Let's enjoy some sabak then.
That we will. He gets a little bit more of a slightly friendlier attitude to you. At this point, the security team could try to smuggle better weapons, because they can actually bring heavy weaponry into the tournament. But since we're kind of missing our security team for this bit, I guess we're gonna have to skip that one. You're stuck with your pistols and whatnot.
I don't use weapons.
Grenades are good enough.
I use music
our-
to kill people.
We're using cards. We're using cards today.
Uh-huh.
Not grenades. Not grenades.
Aww.
It's like, if you really want, I can cast my Spectrum Discharge on you, and you can shoot out thunder blasts.
For later on in the tournament, as it continues, you meet Warren Sanday, the Neimoidian gambler, recently arrived from Cato, Neimoidia. She has come to enjoy herself in this tournament and has been saving up for it since the Clone Wars. A stroke of luck brought her a sizable windfall.
This is day 2?
Yeah, this is like day 1 to day 2, as kind of like going at the same time.
These are some of the early days of the competition. They're just kind of montage together.
Yeah, this is
Question,
kind of like
question.
montaging. This probably would be in the first day, still kinda.
Question: since Flasks asked Suno to watch the Imperial's gameplay and like how he does his cards and whatnot, can he roll, I don't know, perception probably for that?
For the card play?
Yes, yes.
Sure,
We're looking for tells. We're looking for tells. Anything that could help give him away for later in the tournament.
I'll let you know this much. Even if you succeed, you're just gonna get the same information.
Okay. Oh, did I?
Sure. There's not really a DC in the book, so I'll let you just succeed. It's not like anything like particular, but it is a really interesting quirk. And you know this Sunday fellow, the Neimoidian gambler, has been placed at the same table as Captain Morrow, the previous combatant that was also introduced. And they seem to be doing an excellent job of wiping out the rest of the gamblers. They seem to be winning about the same number of hands, and as their piles of credits grow, the other competitors more and more ashen. At some point during the first few days, a break is called for, and Sede goes to the bar for a drink, sliding up one of the heroes. Anybody who wants to be here can be here at this bar when she slides in, because this is like the break.
Yeah. Let's,
Day drinking some orange juice.
She goes for a drink. She nods for you and exchange pleasantries. Oh, I recognize you. You're the competitor. You're pretty good.
I've been impressed by your playing, Smithy. You seem like you're going to be cleaning the rest of us out.
I just might. Who else do
I haven't.
want to be here? All of you?
I'll be around. I might jump in, but I'm not starting the conversation.
Yep.
I don't think I've seen you at these competitions before. Are you a regular?
Not especially. I just managed to get quite a bit of a windfall, you see. Back in Kedonemodia.
I'm disinclined to believe it's luck. Seems like you're doing really well. You and that Captain Morrow.
Oh, thank you. Must be really lucky. I mean, a stroke of luck in this Kedonemodia? You can't believe how much money I got from back there.
Well, you got to hold on to it throughout the end of the competition. This is just the middle.
Right, and I just came here for a vacation? To test my mettle? And I'm doing so good? Oh man, I must be talented.
Okay, but does anyone think that sudden appearance of money can be connected to the slave trade from the previous chapter, or?
For the new person, Dargo was set up on Kedonemodia.
Well, that's an interesting question for you. Tell me, you just came from Kedonemodia. We, heard recently that some of the honorable huts were just leaving there as well. Were you involved with them?
Ah, yeah, I think I know what you mean. And yes, actually, I am from Kedonemodia. And yes, hardly as glamorous as the Cloud City. I've been trying to get away from that world for a long time now. But back to the hut. I believe you mean Dargeta hut, right? That's the only hut back there.
That sounds right. Yeah, I couldn't remember myself, but that.
I'm not
Durga.
really familiar with the dude or the hut. Not that. I mean, I have heard the name. But that's about it.
Well, how did you get your steak to come here today?
Well, actually, an Imperial garrison in Kedonemodia was accidentally exposed to a biological weapon left over the Clone Wars, and my antidotes were the only thing that saved the Imperials from being wiped out. So, I got a bit of cash from that.
So you've been working really hard, and now you're getting some time off.
Yeah.
So, if you're, sizing up this competition, how are you approaching everyone? You seem like you say you're just getting lucky, but I've got to assume there's some kind of a
you mean strategy?
behind how you're doing this.
Yeah, strategy. I just take each hand as it comes. Sabak is like that. The chaos is too prevalent to make many plans. I like that. That's how her strategy works.
What do you think of this Imperial officer who's joined us? He's the only one in uniform, and he's not doing wonderful, but he's a competitor. He might be one of the best here.
I try to mind my own business. If you don't want someone to kicking down your door at night, I suggest you do the same plan, especially if involved with these kinds of folk.
You have experience with these kinds of folk?
A little. I have a past.
Well, tell me more. We have some time before the next hand. I'll buy the next drink.
I was actually a separatist for a while. I actually didn't have much choice. Fortunately, I avoided most of the fighting, and I was safely able to retire on Cadon Modia, but I don't really want to go into that.
The war's over, thankfully, and now we have a new organization who, yes, will kick down your door if we say the wrong things about them. But at least we can all play a friendly game.
That's right. That we can.
Did we ever spot the ringer for Switch, or did we never spot that player?
Well, since you are working for Switch,
No, we're not, but we're keeping...
kinda.
options.
That made you aware of this person, essentially.
I mean, how many Twi'leks are there in this tournament, possibly? Surely we can spot them.
Hold on. There was something somewhere. Hold on, let me find it. It was mentioned somewhere. Yeah, the Morrow, the captain. He was wiping out the table. That's why you spotted her, this person. It was her and the captain that were just completely wiping the tables.
So Captain Morrow is Switch's ringer.
Yeah, Captain Morrow was Switches.
Okay.
Wait, he's a Twi'lek.
Yeah, Twi'lek. There's a little bit of a...
So he's the competent one.
Here's a little description of Koroma Morrow.
Oh, okay, so we don't want to make him be thrown out of the tournament. Okay, got it.
I might as well post some of these, like, the information that you guys would know.
Apen. Oh boy.
Those were the first notable players that you noticed. Not including the lieutenant and now this Nemodian. That you're currently
Hold on.
talking to.
It says that he's cautious around Imperials, but he is an Imperial, right?
Who?
the Koroma.
Moro?
Yeah.
No. He's working for Switch, so he's like an outcast. Or rogue, I guess you would call him.
Wait, hold on. So which one is the Imperial officer?
He's
not on this list.
Yeah, the Lieutenant
He's above.
Ardis.
Okay, so not the same person.
Yeah, there's 4 different people essentially.
Okay, I got confused. Thank you.
Here's Lieutenant Ardis. There you go.
Thank you.
Actually, yeah, it was already there, so
Yeah.
I forgot that I posted him.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck, ladies today. And I hope you keep winning, but I hope I beat you too.
Same to you. Good luck. At this point, each of you get a message from the Banshee. From Captain O'Keefe. Hey guys, so you know that Crash has been intercepting a lot of transmission that use Imperial codes, and there seems to be a great deal of communication chatters on channels not normally used by civilians. Though the droid has been able to decode only a few messages, it appears that the Empire is more active on Cloud City than it seems. Moreover, he's got references to Darga in these messages, confirming that the hut is still in Cloud City, though Crash doesn't know exactly where.
That's the fun part.
Over and out. With that, the first 2 days ends of the tournaments. By the end of the second day, only about 14 competitors remain in the tournament, including Lieutenant Ardis, Kriska, Silas Traver, Lady Fiero, Captain Morrow, and Forn Sadeh. For Flask, I'm going to make you roll me a wisdom check, as though you were gambling. If you have any gambling talents, they might give you a bonus. Or, I guess, if you have the gambling tools or whatever they're called.
Yep, I actually do. And if you give me just a moment, I'm going to use my force of personality, and I'm not going to roll wisdom, I'm going to roll charisma.
The DC for this first check is a 10 to proceed to the next round of the tournament.
By the force of my own personality, I'll get a 15.
Alright. With that, the first 2 days conclude with you proceeding to the next round 2. Between the first 2 days and the third day, as the third day is just about to begin and the second day closed, as you guys are resting at your hideout or the ship, whichever you want, you get a knock on your door, or I guess since if you're at the hotel, somebody nudges you. You wake up and you find a note.
What does it say?
That.
Well, I have no idea what that means.
Okay. Sounds like we have an invitation to a special event.
Yippee!
Maybe we can deploy one of the droids to find out what's actually on platform 13009 right now.
Grenades?
Soon.
Okay. Do you wanna go to platform 13009?
Nope, the first thing we want to do is deploy one of our drones to go and surveil platform 13009 and see what's going on out there.
Okay. Let me see. Page 26. Are you guys going close by, or are you guys keeping distance? I mean, I guess you gotta keep in certain distance of the droids. Just
I
so.
don't know what the range is.
Fiso, how much is the range? Like 100 feet?
Is he still with us? Fizzle, you awake?
Not a pissed out or fallen asleep.
I can send it out to do a mission, and it'll just go and report back whenever it's to report back. But I can communicate with it actively within 100 feet.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
I
I was-
do a flyby, record things, and bring us back a recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
Page 26. You sent your droid with you guys, I guess, somewhat behind it, maybe?
I'm heading in that direction, but my droid has double the base speed of me, so...
Yeah.
You follow the droid and send it ahead of you. You come into an area.
Yeah, we're not going to enter their environment near the platform until we've got some information on the platform first.
3 circular landing platforms connect to a large central turbo lift shaft on one of the upper levels of the Cloud City. Each platform is offset from the others, allowing someone standing on one of the platforms to view the other without obstruction. Each platform is ringed with lights, and on the uppermost platform you hear a pneumatic hiss as the doors of the turbo lift occasionally, like, is it essentially signaling that it's on.
I mean, to be fair, we probably don't need to go, like, all of us at one time, so we can just send one person. It's probably gonna be best not to send flasks, because showing up to a tournament all bloodied or with, signs of being in a battle is not a good look. Suno can try and sneak in to take a closer look.
I mean, we might send Fizzo being the person answering, while Suno can sneak around.
Yes, like backup.
Maybe HK and Flasks will hang back then, and we'll be the cavalry.
Yeah.
That's needed.
And I guess maybe I even get busy back there.
Yeah. Don't forget the bear.
Don't
Do I roll
forget
stealth?
the bear. Yeah, you can roll stealth.
Well, damn.
You can also roll a DC 10 perception check. You and Fiso, since You're the closest.
Well, at least I perceive something while failing miserably at stealth.
Advanced on hearing or smell.
I need to bring you guys to a new map, which after we're probably gonna call it because we don't have enough people for this.
Yes.
Fair enough.
You have, congratulations, fallen for a trap.
That's why we send someone who can
least-
cast
hold
mirror
on, at
image
least-
and teleport.
At least I have this.
Yeah.
They cannot surprise me.
So that's like the lift there, and essentially you're on this.
I'm still looking at the Cloud City. Into the crowds of Cloud City.
There we go. So that's the turbo lift. Suno and Viso are on the topmost of the 3 landing platforms.
Okay, so like trying to be stealthy, failing miserably.
As you get there, you notice the turbo lift slide open with the Vespin security force pouring out of it onto the platform, yelling, "Stop resisting! Surrender! We know of your operation!" and become hostile.
How many of them?
There are 7 in total, including and 2 droids on top of that.
Ah, very good, very good. And they're all coming out of the elevator, right?
Yeah, elevator except the droids who are flying up.
Now that is amazing. That is wonderful. That is what you love to hear.
Yeah, I'm also lining up one of my AoEs. I might literally just pick up Suno, run into the middle of them, then teleport, explode away.
A little trick we call get help. But get the ambulance,
Get help.
not for us.
It's a little late for get help.
You're under
It's time
arrest.
to get the ambulance.
I mean, I guess you could always surrender.
The captain goes down with the ship. Wait, hold on. What does proficiency on initiative checks mean?
You add your proficiency bonus to initiative.
What's my proficiency? Oh, yeah, it says so. 3. So that would
You know what?
be 12.
Perfect. I'm gonna use this absolutely garbage.
I think you already did. I think it's already included. It might currently be 2. If you check the settings,
No, I see the 3 plus 7.2.
the 3 is the
Well, she had to
roll.
roll something. Yeah, 3's the roll.
Oh,
So,
and my
in your-
proficiency bonus is 3.
What's your dexterity
yeah.
bonus?
My dexterity bonus is 5.
So it would actually be 11.
Oh, what?
How are you doing your math? How are you doing your math on that? The dexterity
Because-
bonus will be included in the initiative as it already stands. It's
Yes,
not
but we already set her initiative bonus to 2, and that wasn't updated when we got to level 5 and got it to 3. I'm pretty sure in your page settings, you'll see an initiative modifier of 2. Set that to a 3 instead. Because
What? Which settings?
the gear.
Oh, yeah, yep, I see it, okay. 3, yes, I set it. To 3.
Yes, because we had previously set it to a +2, but now it's a +3 because proficiency bonus went up.
Does the... Okay, yeah,
There
I
we
see,
go.
okay.
Alright, little bit of good roleplay today. And yes, you were supposed to kill the Baron.
We were.
Yep.
That's
Oh
rude.
well.
That,
Yeah,
that,
that would have
that
been
was
very-
the whole point of that the party is kind of supposed to follow them and kill them. Because they never show up again. It doesn't even serve them.
Very stupid.
Oh,
That's why, I'll tell you that this much, like, out of character. That room, that luxury room, it's technically yours.